Clippers, he turned them from a entertaining team into a big-time championship-level team. Why? Because he can probe the defense, he knows when to pass and when to shoot. This guy is an intense competitor that's the envy of every other team in this league.
Anthony's first shot off the mark. Crawford coming across to the rim, puts it in, and the foul called against Rubio. That's his first.
Absorbs the contact, finishes the shot, and now works his way to the free throw line.
The Clippers coming off a hard-earned win in their previous game against Orlando. Jeff, they did a lot of good things. What impressed you the most?
It was a tremendous win, and it was keyed because they got to the free throw line. Offensive basketball can be just as physical as defensive basketball. You've got to be willing to attack the rim and take the body blows that come with it. And because they were willing to play physical, aggressive offense, they got to the line and they got the win.
Screen. Stay there.
If I was a wing player or a running big man, I would tell my agent, get me to Minnesota as quickly as possible. Because who wouldn't want to play with Ricky Rubio? He's as unselfish of a player as we have had come in our league in a long time. He is such a gifted passer.
Finds his space and takes the wide open three. Paul shot, misses its mark. His first shot of the night.
That's just not getting it done defensively. If you want to win in close games, you've got to eliminate open jump shots.
And the layup is good.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
The Timberwolves coming off an excellent defensive win in their previous game against Portland. Jeff, that defense was smothering.
And Mike, never underestimate great defense in our league. When you do as many good things defensively as they did, it's hard to beat. Blocking shots, forcing turnovers, talking. It was just an excellent display of fundamental defensive basketball.
The Clippers not only good, but so entertaining. It's a highlight package every night.
Absolutely. And again, those highlights get special significance when it comes to they're in winning times now. It's one thing to make highlight reel plays in a loss. They get forgotten very quickly. But to do it in an entertaining style and win in a major market like LA, and really right now be the better team in LA, this is a terrific accomplishment for Doc Rivers and his team.
It's good. Three-pointer. He's the league's top scorer this season.
You need guys who can make shots under duress and pressure. That was a well-defended possession, but that man stuck it even against the best defense.
3 minutes gone by in the first, and the score is tied. To the rim, puts it in, a two-pointer.
That's nice body control right there on that layup. Good finish.
You know, Jeff, most people recognize Jamal Crawford as a great scorer, but it takes a special talent to be able to be instant offense off the bench.
Yeah, and I think it takes a special mindset, Mike, to be able to see yourself in a six-man role when oftentimes he could say, I'm better than the guy that's starting ahead of me. He can hit you with so many ways to score. The three-point shot, the pick-and-roll game. He's a great free throw shooter. He's one of the all-time great streak scorers.
Four minutes gone by in the first. Minnesota's down by 3. Alley-oop curls in, out of bounds. Ref says it'll be Clippers ball.
Oh, man.
Hall into the front court. Puts it down. What a play.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish with the hammer.
Anthony for two gets that one to drop. He's the league's top scorer this season. We talk so much about DeAndre Jordan's defense and his shot blocking. This guy, though, Jeff, he's a solid, efficient scorer.
Because he knows what shots he can make. He's going to score on dunks, on layups, and within 3 feet of the basket. He's a great pick-and-roll player, rolling to the rim, catching the lob. I like it when people know who they are and are not constantly trying to reinvent themselves.
Go to bed.
Where their strength now becomes a weakness.
Griffin for two, lets it go. Griffin's off target. Throws it up high. Pass intercepted.
Come on.
Oh, he beats the defender. Jordan's denied. They double him. The Clippers with the offensive rebound for another possession. Oh, it's turned back by Pekovic. Throws the alley-oop. Oh, he puts it down. What a beautiful pass.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
For Chris Paul, he is desperate to get to a finals, desperate for a championship, but his team not able to get past the second round. What does he have to do to take them there, Jeff?
Well, Chris Paul is a great player. Oftentimes, how far you advance in the playoffs is just as much about who you play with and who you play against as it is how you play individually. Chris Paul has nothing to be ashamed about. This is a team that could win it all.
Paul shot, misses the two. For the layup, makes the adjustment and gets it to go.
They haven't wasted any time in establishing an offense based around ball movement and player movement, and the results speak for themselves.
Jordan for two, puts it up, can't get it to go.
And that's not his shot. He should know better than that.
Rubio in possession. Pekovic is looking for position in the paint. Wiggins against Pierce. Rubio from downtown. Rubio's three-pointer off the mark. Has to adjust. Nicely done. Off the mark from point-blank range.
Mike, stop trying to paint this as a great game so far, okay? It's been awful. Missed shots, poor decisions, bad basketball.
Anthony. What's going on? Jeff, they won't. They must have heard you, Jeff. They finally call a timeout.
Huh?
I guess I've coached before. They're finally listening to me. They're calling a timeout. It's necessary. Use your timeouts wisely.
You know, each year, Jeff, we seem to be saying this. Blake Griffin just gets better and better every season. He finds a new area to improve upon.
Well, when you talk to anybody associated with the Clippers and you mention the words or the name Blake Griffin, what always comes back to you is that he is a first into the gym type of guy and a last out of the gym type of guy. He's willing to put the work in.
Puts it up for two. Won't go. And the scoring drought goes over 3 minutes.
There's no other way around it. Both teams have been struggling to put the ball in the basket. When you buy tickets, you hope you don't get a game like this.
That's what you're over there doing.
Paul, and here's the double. Paul from downtown with 2 remaining on the clock. To the rim. And a foul. And Andrew Wiggins will go to the line. He's shooting 74% for the season.
Team foul number 2 for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
He was such a talented passer, as we know, Jeff. He just has a knack for finding the opening.
He does, and his teams will always play with great fluidity on the court because he sets this vital tone of give it up early. Like, it doesn't even have to be an assist pass. Sometimes he's just throwing the ball ahead to the first open man, and that leads to someone else getting an assist. So don't just quantify Rubio with his assist numbers. Appreciate his entire unselfish attitude.
The two defenders swarm, slams it in. Minnesota's leading Los Angeles by a score of 24-16. Shot clock says 1, puts it up from downtown. Ball knocked loose. Stevenson for 2, shoots away. Stevenson's first shot of the night won't go.
Sometimes NBA players play the score, not the game. Good defense right there by playing the game the way it should be. Play defensively.
Gets to the rim. Oh, rejected by Jordan.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
The screen is set. In the paint. The Clippers with the offensive rebound to keep it alive. Knocks it down. A two-pointer. The Clippers down by 6.
Jeff, we have a lot of exciting young players in our league, but Zach LaVine, wow, he is something special to watch.
Well, in the dunk contest, he reinvigorated. Now the goal for LaVine is to translate that great athleticism into production on the floor. He had an up-and-down rookie year last year. The growth period from first year to...
Oh, what a play!
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice dunk.
And now he moves around the defender. Can't get the layup to go.
Hey, that's good offense right there. But if they don't convert those easy shots, their lead will evaporate.
Goes to the goal. Unable to flip it home.
Getting the ball to the rim is so important to winning basketball. Great offense, great look. Just couldn't knock it in.
Gets inside. Anthony from downtown in the corner. Lets it go. Good finish inside.
2 points.
Jordan with a posterizing slam in his face.
Poster! Oh my goodness! What a dunk!
Puts it up from three-point land. And
one, I'm not trying to go to jail for being found in contempt of court, and two, I'm not trying to pay